Hello everyone, welcome back. I am Chandrasekaran, PG Assistant in English. In this video, I am going to narrate you the story of the last lesson which is given in 12th standard Cbse English, and I would like to narrate you the summary of this story briefly, that is in a nutshell. After you have understood this story, when you go through your English textbook, that is Flamingo, you will find it very interesting and you can understand it at the first attempt itself. Let me narrate you the story now. Let's get started. The important characters of this story: Mr. M. Hamel, the little Franz, a student of the school, and some important villagers. So they are all the important characters of this story. One day, little Franz went to the school little while late because on that day, and the teacher told the students that he would raise some questions on participle in French lesson, but he didn't know anything about it. Little Franz, he was confused whether he had to go to school or not. He was in two minds. Anyway, at last he made up his mind and he went to the school. And when he entered the town hall, he found a huge crowd gathering over there, and they were all reading some news from the bulletin board. But little Franz went to the classroom, but when he went there, he found that the class was free from noise. There was no noise at all, and all the students were quiet. And it was just like as quiet as Sunday's morning. And then the teacher allowed him to go inside. The little Franz occupied his seat, and he found that there were some villagers who were sitting in the last bench. Then on that day, Mr. Hamel was seen wearing a different special dress, and he used to wear that kind of dress only on some important occasions like Independence Day or Republic Day or some other important sports day or annual day celebration like that. But it was a little confused for him. Little Franz couldn't understand what was happening, and the teacher also didn't scold him at all on that day. And he started giving the students regarding that participle. He asked his questions, but Franz was not able to answer for his question. And anyway, M. Hamel didn't scold him. And thereafter, the people who were sitting in the last bench were the former mayor and the postmaster and some important villagers. They came over there in order to honor and thank him for his 40 years service as a French teacher. And then Mr. Hamel started delivering his lecture to the students. He said to the students, "We have received an order from Berlin that from tomorrow onwards, German will be taught for you. Today is the last lesson of the French." He said like this. On hearing this, little Franz was very shocked. Then he felt worried and he couldn't understand and what he could do further, because he has not learned that language properly. So he felt so sad. And Mr. Hamel started delivering his lecture. He said that French is the most beautiful language in the world, and many of us have not learned that language properly. And since it is the last class of the French, I wish to teach you whatever I can for you. So he had decided to teach each and everything whatever he had learnt. Then the students were very quiet on that day. They were all listening to the classes very carefully, and Franz could understand each and everything very clearly, whatever was being taught by the Mr. M. Hamel. And M. Hamel said to them, "So you have not learned the language properly because you have not cared about that language." He advised like that, and the villagers also brought some books with them, and they started learning something. And M. Hamel started teaching all the subjects, not only grammar from French and some other subjects also. They all started learning. And then Hamel was not able to speak because he got emotional, and said he said to them, sometimes I also asked you to do some work like watering the garden, and sometimes I have declared holiday when I went for fishing. In this way, I too have not taught you in some days because I declared holiday. He also felt very sad, and he asked them to learn the language properly. And now it was 12 o'clock, and he was getting emotional. He was not able to speak continuously, and he wrote on the board like live long friends, like this. And then the bell rang at 12 o'clock. As he was not able to continue to speak, he simply asked the students, the class is dismissed, you may go now. With this, the story is over. So I have just explained you the entire story in a nutshell. This is not good enough for you to understand the whole story, but I want you to go through line by line with the help of your textbook. Only then you can have a clear idea. After you have understood, then you can easily answer for all the questions like synonyms, antonyms, short answers, paragraph, everything. Without understanding the story properly, you will find it very difficult to go through the textbook. I am sure that it must be very helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I want you to subscribe my video so that you can have the lessons continuously whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching my video.